Nigga fan 007. What up? You good? I'm alive, I'm breathing. Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Fucking head, man. Drop this shit. What up?
Yo, Bouncy, what's good, bro?
What it do, fam? How y'all feeling?
Nah, shit, man. Everybody chilling. It's Monday night. You know how that go. How you?
I'm good. Who all on?
It's Drizzy's on and Posey's on.
What Tony, bro?
Tony, bro, had a business meeting. He coming. He said he'll probably be here like another 30.
Okay. How you fellas doing, man?
My nigga Battletruth, man. Shout out to the One United Front, man. I'm glad you on, man.
Thanks, man. How you feeling? Appreciate that.
I'm good,
that.
brother.
Shouts out to the One United Front, man. We getting it live down here. What's going on? Let's get it cracking, fam. What's going on? Long time, man.
Yeah, hey, fuck it. Let's get it cracked, man. Battletruth, man. You've been fucking gunning everybody, man. What's going on, man? Talk to me, man.
Gunning everybody or just gunning at people that's coming at me. I'm playing defense, man. They on offense. I'm playing defense, man. That's what it is, fam. They shoot, I shoot back. Man, I wish I knew that verb verse when he talking about you get the waves of me, I wave, I duck the shot.
Hey, Battletruth, man. You know what? So that everybody. Well, go ahead, Driz.
Well, we gonna get right into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching your blog. You addressing Queenzflip. Where did this stem from? I mean, I'm watching it. I agree with a lot of the stuff you're saying, but where did this come from? It seemed like it took a turn very quickly. This whole thing, and how did this happen?
Okay, I'm putting it on what happened. Okay, so y'all basically for everybody who be watching Battletruth, y'all know I bring a lot of things to the table: comedy, battle rap, spirituality, life, all that type of thing. So I got a series I'm working on that I was doing. It was called What I Want to Know. And it's just some of the questions that I wanted to know. So he did a blog, and he had a URL Gnome 5 action figure toy in his hand. Did y'all ever see that blog?
Yeah.
I saw that. Actually, no. I heard about it, but I didn't see the blog. Nah.
Did any of y'all ever see his flip the script thing? So he had an action figure in his hand. So on my What I Want to Know, I just asked the question what I want to know is, do you ever let the kids play with the action figure? But I didn't say the action figure. I said the doll because it sounded more funnier. You get what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
So nothing happened on that. He wasn't offended in that at all. This what made him offended. When I started addressing how he continually to mess up all these battles and footages, doing all this extra stuff on stages every time somebody is battle rapping. He's either saying an ignorant outburst, grabbing on somebody, screaming out loud, pointing his finger in people's faces. And every time, here's the thing that's crazy. Usually when people up there, when their entourage is behind them, if somebody just being obnoxious, like the one guy who was in the Stings battle, who was behind Stings, he was a little extra, too extra. But when that battle was over, you don't have to see him no more. Queenzflip is entirely different. He up there every battle. So when one battle go on, another one come on, he's still there. And in everybody battle, he's doing something ridiculous that's obnoxious, that just is starting to get irritating because it's messing up the footage to the battle. It's like now it's expected for him to do something. And when I'm watching the battle, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see none of that stuff. So I addressed it like, dude, you messing up all the footages to the battles, man. And you need to really pipe that down. And somebody got to get control over that, because how is y'all releasing this footage and ain't nobody addressing this, and y'all seeing this happening continually over and over and over again? He got offended. He got offended in that, because what had happened was he came and did a live stream where he was charging people $3. They had to PayPal him $3 with their phone number, and he would talk to them on YouTube Live for 2 minutes for $3. So while he waiting on people to pay, that's what he was doing.
I didn't even know that. So that was in his live.
Yeah, that was in his live.
I didn't see any of his lives. I didn't see any of them. They got removed. Like they'll take them down or whatever.
Yeah, he took him down. He took him down later because he don't be wanting his stuff. He be trying to do a lot of sponsoring with different companies and things, so he don't be wanting none of his bad stuff to really follow him when he dealing with different brands and things like that, which don't make no sense, because once you put it up, anybody could just download it right then and there and have it permanently. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, he went on the live.
But on that aspect, but hold up, I ain't trying to cut you off, but on that aspect though, it's not, it's directly linked to him, you right, but it's not on his channel. I guess he's looking at it like the sponsors are looking at his channel, not some random channel that has a blog by him on there. That's kind of what I'm thinking of shit. If he's talking about the sponsors.
I don't know, but I know he had a couple blogs where he was talking about, getting into sponsors and doing different things, and that's why he had to stop. He had to stop doing certain things because somebody had told him on the side, like, that ain't good for your name and brand, because he was doing a lot of personal things against other people. You know what I'm saying? That he had caught a lot of heat from. You know what I'm saying? So he had to stop doing certain things just because it wasn't good for his marketing brand or what he was doing. But anyway, what he had did was went on live. He went on live and he was telling people, look, if y'all want to talk to me live, when he was starting out, he used to do the live where he'd just come on and he'll answer people questions and talk to everybody. So he came up with some type of thing like, I might as well just charge them money then. So you had to send him $3. If you sent him $3 in a PayPal account, you could talk to him for 2 minutes live on YouTube. So while he waiting on people to send him the money through with their number so he can call them up, one of the fans on the live stream was saying, Battletruth gonna get you removed off the URL, because he was explaining how he messing up all the battles. Queenzflip like, yeah, F Battletruth. You know what I'm saying? That nigga ain't gonna get me kicked off nothing. F Battletruth. He said, I like him, he's funny, but I'm on my F my Battletruth stuff right now. He was like, and besides, he said something disrespectful about my kids that rubbed me the wrong way. I ain't like that, you know what I'm saying? But F Battletruth, you know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there watching it and stuff like, first of all, he lying. I never said nothing.
So you saw the live as it was going?
Well, I'm subscribed to his channel. So when he come on, it's gonna tell me. You know what I'm saying? Just like when your stuff come on, it tell me. I'm a battle rap fan. I listen to other bloggers and everything. So when they release something, it let me know. And plus, at the same time, it's all information. So I have to know what's going on anyway. You know what I'm saying? So when he came on, I was right there. And plus, I like him. It ain't like I don't like him. I think he's funny and hilarious. I like him. I don't like a lot of his methods, but I actually like him. He's funny. You know what I'm saying? He one of the funniest guys in the game doing it. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm listening to him, you know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of what he do. So I'm listening to him, and because I know he be arguing a lot with a lot of his fans and things. And so I'm thinking I'm finna get some more laughs or something. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm sitting there, I'm like, wow, that's how you feel about me. But I still didn't take that personally like that. I just didn't like the fact he lied on my name. So I addressed the situation, and I was like, okay. So I released the blog called Queens Flipping His Money because how he was charging the people the $3, you know what I'm saying, to talk to them live and things like that. And at the same time, I just let it be known, like, okay, first of all, bro, if you're going to say something about what I did, then tell the truth. I never disrespected your kids in no way. You had an action figure, and I just asked the question, like, do you let the kids play with the action figure? You know what I'm saying? Just a little simple joke, you know what I'm saying? Because he joked with everybody. He always doing something offensive toward people. Now, for some reason, when I say something, he offensive towards it. You know what I'm saying? Which is really no big deal. And it's crazy because all before this was happening, he was all on Twitter and stuff, talking to Hitman, hollering them, and everybody sending them, like, my footage to my videos, saying how funny I was and things like that. With the when I did the T-Rex caught red-handed, he sending them footage to Hitman, hollering them all on Twitter and stuff. And they talking about how funny it was. And, excuse me, he got K-Shine on his show, and they was talking about the footages and things. So I'm not doing nothing out of the ordinary that I don't normally do. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But he got offended that I address that what he doing on stages and on battles. And then he went on his excuse me. Then rather him just admitting what was wrong, he tried to reverse it and made it seem like I took some shots at his kids and stuff and saying I don't play when it comes to my kids and all this type of stuff. So I addressed that situation and then I went in on him on a comical thing. You know what I'm saying? Which we both do, and I figured that it'll be good for the people. You know what I'm saying? Because I think the people would love to see that a Queenzflip and a Battletruth roast off. You know what I'm saying? A roast off, because that's what we both do. But he didn't want it like that. He wanted to take it to another level and try to act gangster and tough. Well, okay, you really talking to the right one, because I ain't ducking nothing. You talking to the wrong guy now, player. Talking about so he go on the live feed after that, talking about, let me tell y'all the real truth about Battletruth. So he did another live feed talking about the real Battletruth. And what he didn't know, that when he was looking up my name, my son is a junior. So he was actually looking up my son's name thinking it was my name. So he like, yeah, he got a teen club. This overgrown man got all these teens in the club and stuff, sending them to jail. This dude just got to lying about everything. And the crazy thing about it was he dead serious about what he's saying. So I'm like, oh, if this dude's serious, he lying about going to jail. He ain't never been to jail before. He's sitting here lying to y'all people. And then he got to calling me all type of pussies and things like that. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, fam, you really gonna have to address that. You know what I'm saying? Talking about I got to see him. Okay, definitely got to see you. And when I see you, you definitely gonna have to address this, because certain things we just don't play as men. As men, we don't invite people to our private part. I don't call people the pussy words, the B words, the HOE word. I don't even when I'm mad at a cat and I'm about to get down with them, I don't even disrespect them to that level. I still respect people as men, whether we agree or not. But it's different in different cities how people really play things, but I don't really play that stuff like that, man. Never have, never will, not from a woman, not from a guy. So he wanted to get personal on that level as though, you know what I'm saying, I'm easy or something like that. So I'm like, okay, bro, don't even worry about it. But what bothered me the most was this. A fan called me, fam, on the phone. He was so mad and heated because people got my business line. I got 3 phones. He called me from my business line. He was like, man, could you believe what this dude was saying about you, True? And he was so fired up, like he wanted to kill this man, and I don't even know this guy. You know what I'm saying? Never heard of him, never spoke to him before. He was like, he got this, excuse me, man, I can't believe he's doing this, man. I can't believe he's, and this dude dead serious. And then it triggered off in my mind, like, wow. This social media stuff is very dangerous. You actually got guys who don't know you will actually hurt somebody over you. You know what I'm saying? And not only on my end, but on his end too. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow, this is crazy. And it reminded me of what Biggie said about Pac before he died. When he was in an interview, just before he died, they asked him about the Pac situation. He said he was amazed at how much power him and Pac had. He never knew that Pac could have a whole West Coast get behind him and the East Coast get behind him when nobody really knew the truth of what was going on and didn't really care about acting him like Big. What really happened? They was already ready to already look at him as being the enemy. You know what I'm saying? Without knowing the real truth of what went on. And I saw the same thing, and I had to address the people and go on another blog and say, listen, even though y'all look at this as being entertainment, please do not get to the point where you want to hurt somebody over me. You know what I'm saying? Because don't take our lives and mix it with y'all personal lives. You know what I'm saying? Because as a man, I can handle my own situation, and even though I love everybody that support me, but let's just keep it on this level of entertainment for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Don't ever feel that you have to defend me for anybody, because I be seeing a lot of them arguing inside the inboxes with each other, calling each other BA niggas and all type of pussies and things like that. I hate repeating people cuss words, but that be bothering me sometimes how far people be willing to go just to defend your integrity even though they don't know you, and I don't be wanting it to get so far that much out of hand. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right. So as far as you and Queenzflip, so that's where it's at right now. Have y'all spoken? Have y'all not? Like, what's going on with that?
No, see, the thing about it is he was telling me call up on his live feed and we can talk. But see, I don't really play them games when the ball is in your hand and that type of control like that, because I have witnessed how this brother, when people would call, he'll try to drown them out and do. See, if you watch the things that he do, like a lot of things he do, like I say, he's funny, but I don't really like his methods of how he handled things. Like, he'll bring his own personal friends and family members and people who's supposed to be close with on his show, but embarrass them and shame them and go as far as starting fights with them just so that people can like him. You get what I'm saying? If you ever watch this show, that's what he do. He personally attack people who's supposed to be cool with him, who he's supposed to be friends with and got so much love for, and then to bring them on his show to personally attack them and talk about their personal lives. Like one of his guys he had on there, he calling this man a deadbeat. He don't take care of his kids. He's a bum. You know what I'm saying? And the dude getting offended, like, man, don't say I don't take care of my kids. He like, you don't. You know what I'm saying? And he really getting offended in this. And I just don't like, why you not that way with everybody then? Because when Smack came on your show, you sure didn't do that to him. Neither did you do it to Goods. Neither did you do it to Mook. Neither did you do it to Rex. And Rex and them going off the air saying, you see how he do them other people? He didn't do that to me, did he? You see he didn't put his hand on me. And then at the Mook interview, his DJ who be on the side of him said the same thing, like, was you concerned about coming on the show, seeing that Flip be flipping out on a lot of his guests and things like that? Mook like, no, because Flip already know how I get down. I'm not going to really play them games like that. You get what I'm saying? Then Smack was on there, you know, he treating Smack like a king on there, but he get them girls on there, he want to throw water in their face, expose them as being tramps and sluts and all type of stuff. Other guys on there, you want to bully them and punk them and make them look bad and try to fight them and things like that. So that's what I mean. And look, even though it could be entertaining, but the method of how he do things is just screwed up. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't see myself doing that to none of my guys, none of my loved ones, and none of my people just to get views and likes. Because when it's all said and done, them things go away. But friendship lasts forever if you treat it right. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Hey, Battletruth, I want to let you know Tony Bro just called up. Tony Bro, you on?
Yeah. Yo, what's good, Battletruth? What up, y'all?
Man, how you feeling, my man?
Tony Bro, what up, man?
Hey, Tony Bro, funny. I woke up to somebody retweeting his tweet talking about, I just watched this 5 times in a row.
Yo, that shit was hilarious, bro. He said, nigga, you could be lots, nigga, you ain't luck. Lots of potatoes, lots of gravy. That shit was crazy.
Battletruth.
Yeah.
Battletruth,
yeah.
We got to discuss that second blog with your man, with your homeboy.
Oh yeah,
like,
we got it.
What was the point in that blog? Like,
okay, so what had happened was, let me tell you what's crazy. Let me just tell you how cold God is and how he works. While Queenzflip on his live feed telling people, oh, this dude's faking. He ain't never been to jail. He ain't never been to prison before. This guy lying. He a fake pastor. He said, look, this dude is serious what he's saying. He said, this dude owned the church. He robbed the church, took their money. He said, then he trying to talk to me about charging people $3 to talk to me on the phone when he trying to force people to buy his shirts and his clothing wear. He ain't never been to prison before. He lied about his jail record. Why he talking saying that? My Rappy, which is my partner in crime, that's why that blog was called Partner in Crime, because that was actually the case we was up under when we both got arrested. I didn't get arrested by myself. I had a Rappy with me, if you know what that word means. He was my Rappy. He on the way up here from Chicago while this blog going on with Queenzflip. And he called me like, hey, I'm in town. I'm like, that's funny. I wasn't expecting for you to be up here today, but while you speaking, why come this brother on the internet going in on me talking about my life ain't real and that I never got locked up before and went to jail? I said, look, we're going to sit in, man, and I'm just going to introduce you to what's going on. Because what people don't get is the battle rap community is a different community. And this is why a lot of my people and family, they not really involved in what I do as far as battle rap and this Battletruth thing, because if you're not in the culture, you wouldn't understand it. Like, if you look at that blog, when I asked the girl who was on, she didn't want to be on camera neither. I asked her, I said, have you ever heard of Loaded Luck? She said, no. I said, have you ever heard of Dot Mob? She said, no. You know, them two powerful names in battle rap. That just go to show you how, like, it's its own community. Battle rap is its own community. And if you're not involved in the community, you wouldn't understand some of these names. So he don't know that stuff neither like that. So when he come, we talking, I'm like, hey, I want you to sit in on camera with me, man, so we can just explain, you know, the life we did when we got arrested and went down. He like, no, man, you know, I can't do that. I'm still in the streets, Kyle. I'm like, but the stuff we did, we already got convicted for, so we can't get in trouble again for it. You know what I'm saying? We can't get double jeopardy because we already got sentenced and went to prison for it. So just talking about it, we ain't gonna be in trouble for that because we already went down for it, and plus it's public knowledge. He like, all right, cool. So I said, okay, let's sit in. I cut the camera on. I said, I'm going to really expose this cat. I got my transcript of when I got sentenced. Then I got the other pictures of, you know, everybody, if you knew somebody ever been in jail, they always take them jail pictures and send them home and stuff. So I had my prison picture when I was in jail. So I went on and I addressed all the lies he was saying. I said, okay, you said I was a pastor of a church and that I robbed the church. What church I ever robbed, man? You said I never went to jail, but this guy right here, not only is he witness to me going to jail, but he went with me. We both went down together for the same crime and same case. That's why he was sitting in right there as a personal witness to what we really actually went through. You know what I'm saying? And then when he was trying to say my son he thought my son was me. Because Malachi is my son, but I'm Malachi Jr. I'm Malachi Sr. Malachi Jr. is my son. He go on his Facebook page and look up his baby mama, say, when I looked up Malachi, it says Satonia. That's my son, baby mama, man. She's like 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, brother, that's not even me. And he put it all on the thing. This is the real truth about Battletruth to all these people. And he got almost over 1,000 people online live watching him while he's saying this. And 90% of the people on his live stream were just killing him, like, just killing them, letting them have it. Like, dude, stop it, man. You a fraud, man. You sitting here trying to rob the people out of the community. He get mad, get to telling all the fans and stuff, suck my dick and all this stuff. Like, man, I ain't even really had to say nothing. The people just got to killing him. And he like, F all y'all, and anybody who like him, F y'all too, and all this. I'm talking about the brothers just got to just getting real ridiculous, man, to the point that the fans just got to letting them have it. You know how this battle rap community could be, man.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
I mean, when you talk about, like, him being on stage and stuff, I know a couple of us, like, after the Jazz E Hart battle, we kind of said something about it, like, every battle not your battle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got to do that every battle that's on the URL stage. You don't got to do that shit. I think he went to UW, too, and we was just like, chill out a little bit. Like, it's a lot.
Yeah. Don't that irritate y'all though when y'all watching battles like look, the Steams and Danny Meyer battle that's just like things all across the chest, man, the head.
Hey, your phone breaking up, homie.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you good now. You good.
Okay, just in the Steams and Danny Meyer battle, right? That just dropped. This brother slapping Steams all across the chest, grabs the man in a headlock while he on stage. Screaming and hollering. I'm talking about, look, man, battle after battle after battle. Then he gonna say this. He said this on his live stream. He said, while Battletruth talking, saying that the battle rappers tell me to do that for them when they on stage. And when I don't do that to them and I do it to somebody else, they say, why you didn't do that for me when I was on there? Well, if that was the case, then what's the purpose of their entourages coming on stages behind them doing that if you got to be the hype man for everybody? Man, I don't buy that garbage at all, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Okay. All right, so that's where that because I wanted to go down the line with everybody because I want people are asking is there agenda or what because you're coming at media. So I'm trying to break down so everybody knows the different things, the reason why you're coming at all the different media. So that was Flip. That was
Fan 007. What up? You good? I'm alive, I'm breathing. Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Drop this shit. What up, nigga? Fucking head, man. Drop this shit. What up?